Hello and welcome in everyone. For anyone new to this series, this is a bunch of quick videos I put out to let you know what minis are released in the current month's Tribes Pack from Wyrd Games on my mini factory. This has actually been a busy month for news on the other side, so I'm also going to start with a quick talk on some events happening in the community. First, there's a painting contest for the other side minis going on until May 19th. All the details are in my video tagged here, but everyone gets free STLs just for participating, and there's also a prize pool for the top 3 painters. Second, there's a casual achievement league happening in the Discord community from May 4th to 31st. It's named Rising Tides, and there's no need to sign up anywhere, you just need to play some games and share some photos of it online for fun. This is being run by Metalhead, who you may know as the guy who keeps our Vassal module up to date, and who ran some other events a few years back as well. A link to the event PDF is in the description below. So, on to the actual minis. This is quite an exciting bundle, giving us 3 commanders, 1 squad, 1 solo, and the 2 generic Earth and Malifaux combined arms. No new terrain this time, but there's 2 cute dogs in there with their owners, which is a nice treat. The first of the commanders you get is Abyssinia's Lord of Steel. He's a bit of a super solo, as he's hyper-mobile and very dangerous in melee, but doesn't offer much direct support. What he does though is make all your stratagems cheaper as long as he's alive, letting you afford stronger stratagems all game long. Second up for the commanders is the Gibbering Hordes' Frenzy. These are an oddball unit, as they're the only commander in the game currently that's also a squad. Their defensive stats are bad, but your opponent needs to kill all 3 of their fire teams, or else you can just reinforce them back to full strength. They specialize in doing a ton of melee attacks, and can speed their whole army up on the way into the battle. The third commander is something I'm going to actually talk about later. Instead, the solo belongs to the King's Empire, their Motor Scout. This is a low-cost, high-mobility unit, basically just a cheap objective runner. They also have a decent gun to harass the enemy's backliners with, and if you get them to glory, they can summon in friends. Both of the combined arms in this pack are added into a squad by an asset. These assets have the special rule Escort, which lets the combined arms pass off damage as if they were champions, but only to the other fire teams in the unit they're a part of. Also, if these combined arms fire teams die, the asset is discarded, so you don't get to resurrect them. The Earthside one is John Watson, who lets its units basically treat suited triggers as Margin 2 instead, making it way easier to hit those triggers. He can also make units near him reinforce, but he doesn't give a reinforcement token, so just remember you need to get a token onto them first to actually do any healing. The Malifaux one is the Icon of the First World. This lets you double up on token generation since it passes out a copy of a token its unit gains to another unit nearby, friend or enemy. It doesn't have any directly damaging attacks, but in Glory, enemies treat what would be its engagement range as hazardous terrain, and it can move an enemy and give them a token. So that's nice and all, but what about that other commander and squad? Well, I'm delighted to announce they're part of a brand new syndicate, the Sandmen. I'm planning on doing a deep dive on them in a different video, but just know the Sandmen specialize in resource manipulation and harassment. They're a universal syndicate, so they're available as an envoy to every single allegiance in the game, including to the Guild and the Court of Two. Their units also flip regularly between normal and glory side, since instead of their glory side being just better, they're like 2 different toolkits you flip between. The Sandman's commander is the Hat Man, which apparently is a reference to a common hallucination people with sleep paralysis can get. His normal side is very aggressive, with super high defense, can block enemies from going to glory and pull them out of it too, and messes with the enemy's decks. His glory side is the support side of him, with super high willpower and a buff to other friendly units' willpowers, and can rig his own deck. The squad he comes with are the Sleepwalkers, who are cheap bodyguard units that can deploy almost anywhere. Their 2 sides go between passive nuisance and active threat. Their normal side stats are awful, but they make your opponent spend resources or have worse flips when attacking them. Their glory side replaces that defensive trick with personal token manipulation, ignoring engagements, and a big spike in melee damage. They can also summon in more of themselves in glory, but it's pretty costly to pull off. Overall, I think it's safe to say that every single player is going to want the Tribes back this month, whether it's to get the Sandman Allegiance in as your new favorite syndicate, or just to get your side's combined arms into your list. But wait, there's still more. Wyrd's put out 2 more of the Titans direct to store, so let's quickly go over those as well. The Cult of the Burning Man's Titan is the Gorishi, who has suspiciously bad defensive stats, but has an asset that gives her a chance to just not flip over an asset when it takes the damage, letting her potentially be the most durable Titan in the game. And if you're a cult player, you already believe in the heart of the cards. Other than that, she's very melee-based, but can also spam out Shaken tokens for some mass debuffing. The other Titan this month is the Kamones, the Tatarigami. This living hurricane is debuff city, messing with your opponent's abilities to do things just for being near it. Its job isn't to run in and kill things, but instead to weaken its opponents just by being near them with an assortment of bad auras, and also get a few good attacks in. Alright, and now we're done with everything. You can expect a deep dive video on the Sandmen to come out soon, and I hope you're all as excited as I am. The Sandmen have been something we've known has been on the horizon for a while now, and I'm so happy they're finally here. I'll see you all next time, and until then, happy gaming everyone.